we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On second down now, it's Porter, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Mays.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you tip.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mays. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Mays. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brandon Smith. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Here's Corral on 1st down.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Play action here, Corral.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd and long, Corral.
He finds his man, complete. That's done.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields it right around the goal line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taking on the midfield logo. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. It's Baker. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On 1st and 10, Mays. This is caught by Evans. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They run the counter. It's Porter. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
He'll try again, and he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
On 4th down, Mays, and it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said, take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
Off play action. Here's Corral. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect. Corral lost it. The ball is out. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Baker. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Corral sets up play action. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Boye Mafe able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
And down he goes again. A bevy of sacks in less than a half. But this defense is still losing the game. They've got to fix something because there should be no excuse for losing with an effort like this on that side of the ball. They need to take advantage when their defense is generating this kind of pressure so early in the game.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third down, Corral. Throw left side complete. That's Carroll. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Corral. Touchdown, Panthers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Bengals drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Mays. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Mays. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. On the move to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Looking to throw on second down. Mays. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Mays. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Baker. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action, Corral. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Corral with it on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Carroll. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Corral.
Man open left side is Brown.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
First down, here's Corral with it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send Brown in motion right.
On 3rd down, here's Corral.
And that is incomplete.
So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Fielded at the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Porter. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mays rolling to his right. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
Throwing on first down. Mays gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter, and he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
94 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
A 1st down throw here for Corral.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, Baker. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
15 yards remaining on second down. Corral looking to pass, second down.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Corral looking to throw it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
From the gun, Corral.
This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Here's Corral.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Panthers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
On 1st down, Corral.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Touchdown, Panthers. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
In motion, the tight end. They'll run on first down. It's Baker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Corral now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Mays. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On first down, it's Baker, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sly on for the extra point.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Mays. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Mays. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Taken in at the 48. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Corral from the gun on 3rd down.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Mays. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over.